Hey, everyone. So I bet if you're tuning in today, it's because you're probably looking to uh, boost your technical writing skills with the power of AI.
Definitely a hot topic right now.
And I think this is the perfect place to do it.
Absolutely.
We are diving deep into an article by Kurt Robbins.
Okay.
And he's a senior technical writer who's got some serious experience working with big names
Yeah, impressive resume for sure.
like Microsoft and FedEx
Mm-hmm.
and Wells Fargo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you name it, he's probably documented it.
Probably, yeah.
So the article we're looking at is titled Comparing AI Frontier Models, ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini.
All right.
And it was published February 3rd, 2025.
Okay. Very recent.
So if you were a tech writer or a documentation expert or even just an IT pro who wants to stay ahead of the game, this one's for you.
It really is a good time to be paying attention to all this stuff because AI tools are developing so quickly. And this article is a great look at what's out there right now and how it could really change the way you work.
Yeah, and I think Robbins does a really good job of laying out the landscape.
He does.
He really focuses on three of the leading AI models, ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. And he makes a point right away of saying that even the premium versions, which only cost about $20 a month, are something that technical writers need to seriously consider.
Yeah, and what I found interesting is that he doesn't just jump into like all the features and bells and whistles. He kind of starts by talking about the philosophies behind each of the models,
Right.
which I think is really essential if you want to understand, where their strengths are, where they might fall short.
Yeah, I thought that was a really interesting approach, too. He talks about how OpenAI, with ChatGPT, they really want to democratize AI, make it super accessible.
Yep.
And then you've got Anthropic, the company behind Claude, and they're all about safety and ethics.
Yeah, responsible AI.
They even have this thing called constitutional AI.
Right, I mean, what is that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's actually a really fascinating concept.
Okay.
Think of it like building an AI, but giving it this set of like core principles, like a constitution almost to guide its behavior.
I see.
It's all about ensuring that the AI is giving responses that are ethical, that are responsible, and, don't veer off into some crazy, like, sci-fi doomsday scenario.
Right. So you've got ChatGPT and Claude, each with their own sort of approach and philosophy.
Yeah.
But then you have Google coming in swinging with Gemini.
Mm-hmm.
And Robbins really makes it clear that they're all in on this idea of multimodal AI.
Yeah, and this is where things get really interesting, especially, I think, for, like, visual learners.
Okay.
We're talking about AI that can not just understand, but also generate not just text, but images, audio, maybe even video,
Wow.
all seamlessly woven together.
So are you saying that we could be creating like technical documentation that's interactive, maybe even immersive?
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of those boring old software manuals, it's something that you can really explore.
Right, like really engage with.
Yeah.
And I think this has the potential to completely change the game, especially as technology keeps getting more and more complex and users really expect that visual, intuitive experience.
Okay. My mind is officially blown. But
It's a lot to take in.
before we get too far into the future, let's break down what Robin says about each model's sort of core capabilities.
Okay.
He highlights creativity, multimodal capabilities, and natural language processing as key areas for technical writers.
And those are exactly the areas where AI could either be incredibly helpful or, potentially lead you down the wrong path.
Right.
So it's good to understand how each model handles those things.
Right. So let's start with creativity.
Okay.
Robbins talks about ChatGPT as being like a brainstorming buddy for technical writers.
Yes, I like that.
It's great at generating ideas, different writing styles,
Mm-hmm.
even generating code. It's perfect for just getting those creative juices flowing.
I think a lot of writers will find that incredibly freeing to be able to just quickly generate like multiple drafts,
Yeah.
variations of a piece of content. Like
Yeah.
it could save you so much time and energy.
And allow you to really focus on the bigger picture stuff.
Okay, but what about when you need something more than just creative brainstorming? What if you're working on documentation that needs to be super accurate
Right.
and have a neutral tone, no opinions?
Yeah, that's where Claude shines.
Okay.
Robbins points out that Claude is all about giving you reliable, balanced information.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having this meticulous editor who's double-checking all your facts,
Okay.
making sure that your writing is clear, concise, and free of any potential bias.
So ChatGPT is the brainstorming buddy.
Yeah.
And Claude's the meticulous editor. But I'm still kind of hung up on this whole multimodal AI thing.
Yeah.
Where does Gemini fit in?
So Robbins explains that ChatGPT and Claude are primarily text-based,
Okay.
although they are evolving to include more visual features.
Right.
But Gemini was built for multimodal from the start.
Okay, so we've got the creative powerhouse.
Yeah.
We've got the meticulous editor.
And now we've got the multimodal innovator.
Yeah, it's quite a lineup.
That sounds like technical writers have some choices to make.
They do, and it's not even just about the features, it's
Yeah.
about understanding how these different AI models align with the way you work,
Yeah.
your specific industry,
Mm.
and even your own personal writing style.
One thing that really struck me was how much Robbins emphasizes understanding the philosophy behind each model.
Yeah,
It's not just what they can do, it's how they do it
exactly.
and what that means for the quality of their work.
Right, because at the end of the day, we're the ones who are responsible for the content we're putting out there,
Right.
whether we use AI or not.
Right. So we've talked about the history,
Mm-hmm.
the philosophies, and some of the core capabilities.
Yeah.
But now I'm really curious about how they actually work.
Okay.
What kind of data are these things trained on?
Robbins points out that these companies are pretty secretive about, the specifics of their training data and their algorithms.
It's like their secret sauce.
Yeah, but he does give us some clues. Like with ChatGPT, he says it's trained on just this massive amount of text and code scraped from the internet,
Oh, wow.
which kind of explains why it's so good at generating all these different kinds of content.
So it's like it's read the entire internet
Pretty much, yeah.
and learned how to write in every style imaginable.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
But what about Claude? If it's all about safety and ethics, I imagine the training data has to be totally different.
You're right. Robbins says that Anthropic is really careful about what they feed into Claude, prioritizing data that, reinforces ethical reasoning and makes sure that the outputs are balanced and reliable.
So it's not just mimicking everything it finds on the internet.
No, it's more about curating a specific data set
Okay.
to promote responsible AI.
So ChatGPT is the internet-savvy writer, and Claude is the ethically minded one.
Yeah, I like that.
And then what about Gemini? With all of Google's resources behind it, I imagine the training data is on a whole other level.
That's what Robbins suggests. He says that Gemini is trained not just on text, but images and videos as well, which makes sense given its whole multimodal focus.
Yeah.
It's like it's learning to see and understand the world the way we do
Right.
through all these different senses.
This is all fascinating, but I have to admit I'm a little nervous about what this means for the future of technical writing.
I understand.
Are these AI tools going to replace us? I mean, they sound really powerful.
That's a question a lot of people are asking, and Robbins actually addresses it directly in the article.
Okay, good.
He thinks that while AI will probably automate some tasks like
Yeah.
generating basic summaries, formatting documents,
Right.
maybe even doing some basic code documentation,
Right.
it's more likely to become a partner to technical writers than a replacement. Robbins actually argues that this creates new opportunities for technical writers.
Oh, interesting.
As AI takes over those more mundane tasks, the things that we don't really enjoy doing anyway.
Right, like formatting.
Exactly. We can focus on those higher level skills,
Oh.
things like strategy, content design, and really thinking about the user experience. Robbins suggests that technical writers need to start experimenting with these tools now.
Okay.
Learn how they work, what they're good at, what they're not so good at,
Yeah.
and figure out how to integrate them into their workflow.
It's like learning any new tool. You got to play around with it, see what it can do.
Exactly. Learn its quirks.
Right, and then figure out how it fits into your own personal process.
Yeah.
I'm still wondering, though, how all of this translates into real-world applications.
Sure.
Can you give me some concrete examples? I think our listeners are probably curious about how they can actually use these tools in their work.
Yeah, let's start with ChatGPT. Robbins gives some good examples of how it's already being used for things like customer support, content generation, code documentation, knowledge management.
Okay.
Think about those tasks that take up a lot of your time but are kind of repetitive. ChatGPT can handle a lot of that for you, freeing you up to focus on more strategic stuff.
So it's like the multi-tool for busy technical writers.
Yeah, I like that.
What about Claude? With its focus on accuracy and ethics, what kind of applications does Robbins see for that?
He really highlights its potential in industries with strict compliance needs like healthcare or finance,
Okay.
where every word matters and you have to be super careful about accuracy and avoiding any bias.
Right.
So imagine using Claude to draft policy documents, technical specifications, or
Yeah.
anything that really needs to be carefully worded to prevent any misunderstandings.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm still really intrigued by Gemini and its multimodal capabilities, though. What real-world examples does Robbins offer for that?
Well, he sees it revolutionizing the way we handle complex data sets
Okay.
and create content that integrates different types of media. Like,
Yeah.
imagine being able to generate a report that seamlessly blends text, charts, graphs,
Oh.
even interactive elements.
Huh.
Or think about creating training materials that are not only informative, but visually engaging as well.
Okay, now I'm starting to get a clearer picture of just how powerful these AI models could be.
It's exciting stuff.
It is. But I'm still grappling with how this is going to reshape the field of technical writing in the long run.
And that's the big question, isn't it?
It is.
But I think what's important is that we're having these conversations now.
You're right. It's better to be prepared than caught off guard.
I think Robbins does a good job of showing us both the good stuff and the potential challenges that might come along with all this change.
Yeah, he doesn't shy away from the hard questions.
No, he doesn't.
Like, what's going to happen to job security? Or what skills are technical writers going to need to stay relevant?
Right, and that's where his advice about experimenting and learning all the time comes in, right?
Yeah.
We can't just sit back and watch this all happen.
Right.
We got to jump in.
You got to be proactive.
Learn about these tools, see how they fit into what we're already doing, and make sure we have the skills to be valuable in this new AI world.
So what does that look like practically?
Okay, so
If I'm a technical writer listening to this, what are some things I can actually do to get started?
well, first off, don't be intimidated.
Okay.
These AI tools might seem kind of complicated, but they're getting easier to use all the time.
Yeah.
A good place to start is just try out some of the free versions
Okay.
of ChatGPT or Claude.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens when you give them different prompts,
Yeah.
look at the output they give you, and start thinking about how you could use that in your work.
So get in there, play around with it. Don't be afraid to mess up.
Exactly.
Learn by doing.
Totally. And once you get more comfortable with the tools, then start thinking about those higher level skills that Robbins talks about,
Okay.
like content strategy, designing a good user experience, and getting a deeper understanding of your audience.
Yeah.
Those are the things that will make you stand out,
Right.
no matter how fancy AI gets. And remember, this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
As AI keeps getting smarter and smarter, who knows what incredible things are coming next.
It's really exciting.
It is.
The future of technical writing is full of potential, and I can't wait to see where it all goes.
Me neither. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everyone.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.